The title of today's story is The Sleeping Beauty, so let's start the story. In a kingdom nestled among rolling hills and ancient forests, there lived a king and queen who had longed for a child for many years. At last, their wish was granted when a beautiful baby girl was born. They named her Alice, which means noble, for she brought light and joy to their lives. To celebrate the birth of Princess Alice, the king and queen hosted a magnificent feast. Nobles and peasants alike were invited from all corners of the kingdom. There was music, dancing, and feasting throughout the night. 3 wise fairies from distant lands were also invited to bless the newborn princess with gifts. The first fairy bestowed upon Alice the gift of beauty, ensuring that she would grow up to be the most beautiful maiden in all the land. The second fairy granted her the gift of kindness, filling her heart with compassion for others. But just as the third fairy was about to give her gift, an unexpected guest arrived at the feast, an evil fairy who had not been invited. Angered by the oversight, the evil fairy cursed Alice. "On your 16th birthday," she proclaimed, "you shall prick your finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel and die." With a cackle, she vanished into thin air, leaving the king and queen and their guests in shock and despair. The third fairy, who had not yet given her gift, stepped forward. Though she could not undo the curse, she could soften its effect. "Instead of dying," she said, "Alice shall fall into a deep sleep that will last for 100 years. And during that time, the whole kingdom will sleep with her until a truly loving prince comes along." Determined to protect their beloved daughter, the king and queen ordered all spinning wheels in the kingdom to be destroyed. They forbade anyone from spinning thread or yarn. The fairies, with their magic, concealed the princess in a secluded tower deep within the forest. There, she would remain hidden and safe until her 16th birthday had passed. Years passed swiftly, and Princess Alice grew into a beautiful and kind-hearted young maiden. She was unaware of the curse that had been placed upon her at birth. The fairies raised her in the tower, teaching her about the wonders of nature, music, and art. Alice's laughter filled the air, and her kindness touched the hearts of all who knew her. On the eve of her 16th birthday, Alice felt a strange restlessness in her heart. She longed to explore beyond the walls of the tower, to see the kingdom that lay hidden in the forest. Unbeknownst to her, the evil fairy had been biding her time, waiting for this very moment. Disguised as an old woman, the evil fairy ventured into the forest. There, she stumbled upon the tower where Alice had been hidden away. Using her dark magic, she lured the princess into a room where a spinning wheel lay hidden beneath a dusty cloth. Intrigued by the strange contraption, Alice approached the spinning wheel. As she reached out to touch it, the evil fairy's curse was fulfilled. Alice pricked her finger on the spindle and fell into a deep, enchanted sleep. The fairies, alerted by their magic, rushed to the tower, but it was too late. Devastated by their failure to protect Alice, the fairies cast a powerful spell over the entire kingdom. A thick forest of thorns grew around the castle, shielding it from the outside world. There, Alice and her people slept without interruption for 100 years, waiting for the day when true love would awaken the princess. Years turned into decades, and decades into a century. The kingdom became lost to time, a forgotten tale whispered only in the oldest of stories. Yet legends have a way of enduring, and so it was that a brave young prince named Louie heard of the Sleeping Beauty hidden within the enchanted castle. Guided by dreams and the whispers of ancient voices, Prince Louie journeyed through the thick forest of thorns. With the blessing of the fairies, who gifted him with a sword and shield, he fought his way through the tangled vines until he reached the castle gates. Inside, he found the castle shrouded in silence and darkness. Cobwebs hung from the walls, and dust covered every surface. As he climbed the winding stairs to the highest tower, his heart beat with both fear and hope. At last he came upon the chamber where Alice lay sleeping, her beauty undimmed by the passage of time. He was instantly captivated by Alice's beauty. Seeing her fast asleep, Prince Louie leaned forward and gently took her hand. At that moment, a magical glow surrounded them, and Alice woke up from her deep sleep. Her eyes opened and she looked at the prince with surprise and gratitude. As the curse broke, so too did the spell that had bound the kingdom in sleep. From every corner of the castle, the king and queen, the fairies, and the people of the kingdom awoke. Joyous cries echoed through the halls as they celebrated the return of their beloved princess, and the dawn of a new era. With Alice's awakening, peace and prosperity returned to the kingdom. The thorny forest melted away, revealing once more the rolling hills and ancient forests that had surrounded the castle for so long. Prince Louie and Princess Alice were married in a grand ceremony, uniting their kingdoms and their hearts. And so, Princess Alice's tale became a legend, passed down through generations as a testament to the power of love and the enduring magic of fairy tales.